I'll wait to see your golden smile.
Hi, this is Jason Romero. 4 years ago, I ran across America averaging 51.5 miles a day for a top 10 fastest crossing and the first ever by a blind person. I'm coming to you with daily lessons learned from out there. And today is episode number 37. And today's lesson is Get Unstuck. And how did I come to that lesson? Well, it was actually a really great story. My mom was driving a support van following me, a crew vehicle with all my supplies, and she would drive up a mile, then crew me with food and drink, and then I'd keep running. She would also bring supplies if it was raining or stuff like that. So I had basically one support person, my mom, and she was doing the work of 4 or 5 different people. It was amazing. But this particular day, my mom had pulled off on a shoulder to crew me, and the road, actually, there was a flat road and it went off into a hill. Well, the van, she parked on the hill, and the van got high centered, meaning that the wheels were not touching the ground and the van was balancing on the undercarriage. So she couldn't get unstuck. And what happened this particular day, there was no service, and there happened to be another good Samaritan, this guy named Mike. He came by, he was a tow truck driver, came out, pulled the van off of the high center and got us to safety. And he asked what we were doing, and I told him I was legally blind, I was running across America. And then he started telling me a great story. Told me about his wife, Darla, and how she was blind in one eye, legally blind in the other eye. And then Mike broke down. And as he broke down, he shared with us that Darla had recently passed away. And we shared a moment, and I told Mike that I was going to run these 50 miles and dedicate them to him and his wife. And his face lit up with a smile. And it was amazing. Later on that day, when we finished, I let him know that we actually had finished, and those miles were for him and his wife. And he shared a very, very special, sweet note. But the lesson here was, get unstuck. And how do we get unstuck? With the help of others. For me and my mom, we got unstuck with Mike's help, his physical help. But I think for Mike, perhaps we gave back to him, and by acknowledging and connecting with him, with his wife's recent passing and his grief, that somehow we were there to support him and share in him, and maybe we helped Mike to get unstuck. But we do this together. So that's today's lesson. If you're in a tough time, get unstuck. A lot of times we need other people, and sometimes it's the kindness of strangers that's going to enable us to do that. So be open to it. I wrote a book about my run across America. It's called Running into the Dark. And my second book, The Success Cycle, will be out in 2020. Be on the lookout for that. I'm also a keynote and commencement address speaker.
We need to step it up, folks. What more can you be doing? We live a very comfortable existence. Life is not supposed to be comfortable.
And I help individuals and organizations with success and resilience. So hit me up if you need help there. Until tomorrow's episode, remember, if you're facing adversity or pursuing a dream, sometimes you do get stuck, and you're able to get unstuck. A lot of times another person is going to help you do that, or another circumstance. So be open to it, open your heart. Until tomorrow, this is Jason. Onward.